Live. What's up? We're starting slow with cardio, just getting back into it. We have about 50 days before we leave for Spain. And we just finished with the SHMs. So it's still a little bruised and battered. Slowly getting back into it. Still empty, glycogen wise. So not doing too much cardio, trying to get the calories up. Obviously you can't eat crazy to fill out. So we're just toning down on cardio, but we have less of the calorie expenditure going into just exercise and try and fill out a little more. So I've moved the leg back to later in the week so we can actually get the glycogen stores to fill up a little more, more energy before we do a leg session. So the leg session will be flat again. Little cardio in the morning, 6 hours later, gym session. And like I said, this week we're just cruising into it. It's 3 this week. And then from Monday, we start getting it up. We're about 50 days out for more champs.
So for now, we're just cycling. As a cycle, I try to use all 4 elements of limbs, not just cycling, putting in a lot of effort in terms of pulling and pushing, both in the legs and arms. However, it's not as intense as when we get onto the stepper, and that's a lot of work, but it's very valuable. So for now, today, this is our just woke up look. We started really early. I think it's highly beneficial to start ticking the list off as we move on through the day. Busy preparing breakfast or meal 1, and then during the course of the evening we prepare our meals for the day. So we set up for the day and we know exactly where we're going and how to get there. I guess that's the sense of discipline that you need to establish in order to create this base. It doesn't take much time, it's not a lot of effort, it's just getting it done. Same as the cardio. It doesn't take that much time, maybe an hour out of the day. Just get it done. Just move on, one step at a time. So the cardio is not cardio based in terms of driving the system with the car, just getting the body moving for an hour, fluently, and without creating too much trauma. Maybe in the morning, we just keep moving through the spaces. Directly after this, if you keep following, we'll tally up for the first clients, which is always nice to welcome at 5 o'clock. There's quite a few people that establish the same routine, rhythm, and once you're in it, you just keep flowing. So the ebb and the flow of the life schedule really plans out well. Just keep it up, just keep moving.
Okay, so taking it easy this week. And then slowly we'll start increasing intensity from next week. So this week we do about 25 half an hour of fasted cardio. And then about 6 hours later we try and get a 2 meals before a weight training session. So have some energy to actually push through the session. So currently we do about 5-6 meals. So the first one is make here. It could be oats, it could be rice, or rice cereal, plant protein, and then from there it's our fixed meals. So rice, lentils, some greens, please stay low. So if you've been eating, it works. And if you find a recipe that works for you, it's going to only be working for you, and you stick to it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So currently we're getting excellent results in our diet. So for now it's working, so for now we stick to it. You try and keep it simple as possible, especially in the later days close to the show. You don't want too many variables, too many changes to make. So the simpler you can keep it, the more work you cut out for yourself, the more thinking work. And trust me, by the end of this, you don't want to think anymore. You just want to have your shit the way it's supposed to be.
I think thinking becomes a hard.
Yeah, it's almost non-existent. It's like going to a zombie mode. And if you're not babied and your shit is prepared for you, it's almost impossible to get it done. Because there's no energy, there is no power. The only energy you have is to train.
That's so true. So the establishment of the patterns right from the outset holds strong throughout the day. Both from a perspective of thinking and trying to plan, but also from the, I guess, the correct flush of the body, the absorption of the settlement of nutrients, and the intake of food stays consistent from the beginning. The body enters a space of calmness. I know what's coming, I know what to do, you can do it. That type of philosophy. So it doesn't, the food take is not aggressive in terms of digestion, and certainly very tasty palate, but it works really well. As Shua said, the simpler, the better, the more absorption, the less complications or spaces to create drama. It really works to keep it simple, basic, and completely recognizable by the body.
So yeah, the exciting news, we're going to Spain. Less exciting news, it's 50 more days of this shit to do. And for those of you who haven't been keeping up, we have been doing this for about 16, 18 weeks now to get a great result at South African Championships. And then you get chosen, but you thank us on empty because you gave it all to get into the team. Now you're in the team and you've got no energy. So it's difficult to maintain because you're not sure. You have to give it your all to be selected. But you also need to have something in the tank left because there's a segment that's going to follow that's going to require even more from you. Because now you're going up against the best in the world. So we have 50 days left. We sharpen up, tighten up, execute the plan to perfection. Posing routines. We've been selected as a couple. We're doing mixed pairs. This hasn't happened in a long time for South Africa. Where there was a mixed pair. I think the last was in the 1980s. And they stopped it finally. The mixed pairs, and now it has been reintroduced. So there's been a couple of decades where there's been nothing in South Africa of a couple. South Africa has its own legends when it comes to couples. But it's been over 20 years that that's been active. So we're going to try and go out and wake this culture back up, definitely in South Africa. Go and see the world stage, what's the quality, what's the athletes like. Bring back some quality information and start implementing it. So the athletes here from South Africa can actually benefit from the information, see what it's like on the world stage, know what you're up against, know what you're preparing for, and know how hard you need to prepare. Because there's everybody that takes part in these things. They take it seriously, it's a lifestyle, it's not a joke. So it takes a while to get to be selected for like a world team, because you have to be that serious. It's a lot of money that goes into it. The country sponsors you, they pay for your stuff, so they need to be sure as well. When they're buying into you, investing into you, it's going to be worth it. So you have to put in the work. Other than that, super excited. Looking forward to it. We're going to Santa Susana, Barcelona, Spain. And we already taken part of the bikini and short little tights, so we're ready for the beach. We're ready for the summer sun of Santa Susana. Keep up, we're going to do this on a regular basis. Give you an insight on how we do this and what it's about, the packing, the traveling, the training, and all obstacles that comes with it. How to travel with your food, what you're going to do on the plane with the food, how long is the flight, water retention that you gather from the flight, what you should do on a flight. If you're taking part in any type of competition, hydration, salt, sodium manipulation, how long does it take to recover from the flight, how does jet lag affect you. These are all things that is going to play a major role, and we have very little experience in it. Because every now and then you get selected for the team, if ever, and then you have to learn on the go. There's also very few people that can actually tell you, okay, I've got this type of conditioning, and I did a 19-hour flight, and this is how I was affected. Because most people don't look like us or are conditioned like us. So they don't even take note that there's a change. For us, it's drastic. You leave South Africa with all your detail, and that side is no detail, just water retention. So there is some obstacles it's going to be faced. And then there's certain laws that you can't even take open food and water and stuff like that onto the plane. So there's a couple of barriers to be crossed before we get to Spain. But you bet your ass we're going to get to Spain. It's been a long time going. We're working really hard. We have been the South African couples champions for the last 4 years running. And this year we got the opportunity to actually represent South Africa in Spain. So yeah, it's going well. We are working for this, we have worked for this, and it's finally coming full circle. And it's super exciting. It's going to be super challenging. And that's what it's all about. For us, we might be a little sick, but it is about the challenge. It is about the difficulty and succeeding in that difficulty. It's about having it hard. What is the point in easy? If it's easy, it's not going to be worth it. And if it's worth it, it's not going to be easy. And that's just how it is. And to graft and to grind in your own personal discipline. It's personal. It's you against you. I don't want to sit here and do this. I can sleep. I can still be sleeping. I only see my first client at 5 o'clock in the morning. 3:15, I'm on this bike and I'm doing an hour's cardio before they come. Because that's what I need to do. I don't have any other window of opportunity to do a cardio session during the day because we're too busy. So I can have the excuse, I don't have the time. Yeah, we all have 24 hours in a day. Like Arnold said, sleep faster. So unfortunately, I have to cut an hour of my sleep so I can do an hour of this. But you know what? I don't miss the sleep, and it's also to be a champion. So, don't let short-term comforts ruin long-term, success. Put in the work. Stop being a bitch. Grind. If it's what you want, then you go and get it. If it's really what you want, you'll find a way. If it's not, then you'll find an excuse. And as you can see, we're finding a way because this is what we want.
So we speak about it all day because it is something that you need to. It's like a dilemma. You just face it and move through it. But each and every day, you need to unlock another door. You have the information, you have processing, you have the abilities. You just got to unlock a new door every day. So you hear us speak about this a lot because that's what we're doing, unlocking doors. But we encourage so much of that to everyone we work with and spend our time with. Just unlock another door. You don't have to unlock the whole passage or the whole corridor of doors in one day or time, just one door at a time. And I guess that's the challenge. Just one. Not a whole host of complicated lots and that sort of thing. Just one. That's all it takes. So our ability to move through that space is sometimes a challenge. We'll unlock the corridor, tick it off for the day, and then move on to the next day.
Yeah, but when it's on this level, it's not wise to start looking ahead. If I look at 50 days from now, if I put my mind there, I don't know how I got there or how I'm going to get there. So it's all chaos. It's darkness, I don't know. And when you're in darkness, or you can't see, I don't know if anybody that when the lights go off just starts running. Because you're going to run into something. So if you can't see, you don't know where you're going. That journey is done step by step. You walk one step in that darkness, you find solid ground, and you take the next step, and the next step. You can't go running because you don't know where you're running to. So slow it down, keep your head down, don't worry about tomorrow. It's not given. You have now. So make sure every day you do the best you can for that day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Today, make it 100%. And when you get the opportunity and the blessing of the next day, you make sure that's better or at least equal to yesterday. Do justice to yesterday. But yesterday's gone. You can't get it back. So you only have today. So today must be 100. And when you wake your eyes up, your challenge is another 100. Yesterday's gone. It's the rest. It's every day is day one. You have 100 days of day one. When you make sure each and every day one is perfect, you have 100 perfect days at the end. But don't aim for 100 perfect days. Aim for one day that's perfect and repeat and repeat and repeat. That's how you build quality. That's how you build a quality foundation, a quality routine. What about tomorrow, next week, the day after? 2 days. I need to get all my meals in perfectly today, have my cardio done, do some posing, execute my workout to perfection, done for this day. Eat my meals, recover, wake up, start from scratch. That's how you do this without going insane.
It's the most beautiful challenge to retain the perspective of consistency, to deal with the ebb and flow that comes and goes, sprinkling of information that happens consistently, just stay the course without, as Joe says, no panic, no stress, just keep it rolling. It's fascinating how we work with that. Sometimes we get a little flurry, we try and work faster or against it. Just stay there. It's the most beautiful challenge. I truly wish it for everybody to just create this base of stability. Once you have that stability in the body, you can play with it. It starts to work in your favor. It is perspective that you create within your own system, ability to remain stable and walk the walk, just keep going. I must say, I'm coming for you every hour. I'm coming for you. Have a vision where you're going for that meal, that hour, and cardio session, wherever you're at. Just tick it off. So the ticking off eventually becomes part of the discipline. Just dynamically walking through the day. And when you get stuck or something to challenge that space, you've already created the foundation, the base. You know where your stability lies, you're in it, and just move through it. It's a beautiful space. And we're extremely grateful for the opportunity to be there. To challenge ourselves. Also on an hourly basis, but consistent movement.
We're almost at 50 minutes for this morning. And we're going to have a sweet cup of coffee to get a personality. And then the game starts. Today is Thursday. So we finished with our competition on Sunday night, 5 o'clock. We got off the stage. So it hasn't even been a week since we competed. We have 4 days from the show or past showing. So we're giving it about a week. So like I said, Monday will be our day number 1. And then we have given ourselves a week from stepping off stage to just ease back into it. Just tell the body it's okay, be okay, here's some food, you're not angry. Well done. You're going to Spain, have a cookie. And then we turn it up to 120. Because we're going to Spain. We're going to Spain. So guys, try and formulate a routine for yourselves. Whether you're taking part in the show or not, it's not about the show. The show is something that ties you down to the goal and the dedication and the discipline of your craft. So if you want to lose fat, make that your goal. But in essence, to achieve that goal, there's going to be some things that you need to put in place. Like fasted cardio, like we're doing now. If that's one of the things that you choose to do, all you need to do is be consistent in doing it. Whether it's 10 minutes or 50, make sure you do that every morning. Your 10 minutes, your 20 minutes, your 50 minutes, whatever it is. It's about that base that you start building. That confidence in how your life starts, things that make you comfortable and make you move, make you warm up to life every morning. For some people it's as simple as a cup of coffee. For some people it's a proper training routine. To wake up to feel good, to get the hormones flowing, to clear your brain, to set yourself up for the day. And I don't know of any successful person that doesn't have a proper routine. Whether it's business, whether it's sport, politics, anyone that is successful has a solid routine behind it. So guys, work on a routine, but more so get a goal. The goal is of the utmost importance, no matter how small it is or how big it is. You need something to pull you. You need something that you set up, that you chase. Otherwise, why are you doing it? Why did you start? What's your reason? Because if you're not working for something, you'll fall for anything. You'll do anything. You'll be all over the show because you don't have a specific target or goal in plan. So you can just As long as I'm doing something, right? Which is also true, you're doing something, but are you just doing something and you're still yielding no results because you're just simply in any direction doing something? We don't just want to give away energy. We want to be specific as to what we give our energies to. So you get a return on your energy. Same with people. You don't want to be hanging with bad people and negative people because your energy just flows out of you into you. There's never a return. There's no positive feedback. There's no positive energy flow back. So you're just draining your own battery. So you hear it all the time. Associate with like-minded people, successful people, hang with positive people. That's why. There's a positive feedback in energy. If you keep hanging with negative people that's shutting down your dreams and your goals, why you'll never make it, don't even bother. Why are you doing this? It's fucking stupid. No, that's not the people you hang with. If they're shutting you down, shut the friendship down. Shut the relationship down. If they're not for you, you can't hang with them, you can't build with them. So sort out your crew, sort out yourself, set up a goal. Like I said, it can be small. You want to wear a nice bikini or a nice board show in December. You can be on the beach and be active without being shy or not confident about your work. Start now. 15 minutes, 20 minutes every morning. Start doing something. It's not for me, it's for you. I want you to enjoy the beach. I'm going to enjoy the beach. I'm going to make sure I'm going to enjoy the beach. I'm asking you to do the same so I can see you enjoy the beach. So we all can enjoy the beach. You don't have to hide, but you can't be lazy. You can't not do something and then say, "Oh, but yeah, I'm not built well, so I'm going to swim in a shirt on." It's not. It doesn't work like that. You're not a victim. You're just lazy, and there's too much laziness going on. It's confused with I can't. Our forefathers fucking climbed mountains to get food. I don't want to get into this bathing suit. It's too yellow. It's too shocking. It's too much. That's the challenge now. Which one to wear? What brand? It's all fuck and flirt. Get a goal. Get a routine to get that goal. And then get up and go get it. It's not coming to you. You have to go get it. That thing is stagnant in the future. And you taking step by step to get there. And make sure you're stepping in the right direction so you can get to your goal. Otherwise it's a long trip. And we're going nowhere. In the meantime it should have been a straight line. We would have been there already. Be good to yourself. And the only person that you're going to cheat is you. Don't do that to yourself. It's real. The relationship you have with yourself is real. So be true to yourself. Don't give up on yourself, and don't let yourself down. And don't be too hard on yourself. Just one day at a time, step by step. Right, we're coming to the end of this session. I are wet from sweating this. So, morning session currently done. Therapy session. You guys can expect more of these. This is like a proof or trial run to see how the bikes and the noise and the mics, it's going to pick up the voices. The lighting, so we can start documenting a proper the journey to worlds. Give you some proper videos to watch, some nice content. It is difficult to get it, but that's also, like I said, it's a comfortable excuse. So I'm going to really work hard this time to try and capture the content, get some good footage going. So we can actually show you what it's about. Because the more information you have, the more you're going to understand. And then hopefully you start seeing the beauty of the journey and the discipline. There's many aspects to the sport. I would like you to focus on the discipline side of it. That's one thing to take home. It will change your life if you apply this type of discipline to anything you do. To your relationships, to business, to friendships, to, I don't know, anything. Your craft, it can be swimming, it can be hockey. If you apply this type of discipline and education to your craft, you will be successful. No doubt.
So it's the simplicity of making a decision up front and then moving into that as you move through the day or week, whatever it is. You can hear us mention this often. As much as we try and motivate everyone else, we motivate ourselves. Just create that ability to metamorphosize into this space. Metamorphosize. Just keep the adaptation or the ability to adapt open to yourself. And it comes. It creeps up. Just keep moving.
So that's Thursday morning, cardio session done. There's the personality machine. This is how we cruise in the morning. Some YouTube, cardio, and then cycle. Have a blast. 4:15, we've done 40 minutes now. Good times, and let the day begin. Still nobody here, right? Yeah. So guys, work on your craft, work on your goals, get it going. We want to see you succeed. We want to see you succeed. And another thing about a goal, if you start with small goals and you do small goals, once you start winning, and it's a scientific fact, if you start achieving goals, if you set out a small goal, this morning I want to wake up at 4 o'clock and I want to have my coffee by 5 o'clock. If you achieve that, there's certain releases of chemicals and hormones. It's positive because you're winning, because you're achieving something. It's positive. So the more you can align your day with small goals, by 9 o'clock I want to walk 5,000 steps, for instance, and you succeed in that, your body starts releasing serotonin, whatever the hormones is, nice, good hormones that is positively affecting your life. So small goals, make sure you succeed in those goals and achieving them. So make them easy. You can cheat in the beginning by making them extremely easy. Getting up at 4. And then get up at 4. You're winning. Immediately that's a release. Okay, by 9 o'clock I want to be showered and I want to feel good and I want to sit at the dining room table eating my breakfast. You succeed in that, another release. Dopamine. Here we go, I feel good. Keep doing that. Keep doing small goals, and succeed. Win, win, win. And eventually you're going to start building the confidence for much, much bigger goals and succeeding with them and in them as well. So, first step of homework for today and from here on is get yourself a proper goal. Leave your goals in my comments so I can see what you're up to. We can chat about it. So for now, let's focus on goals. Tell me about your goal, whether it's big or small, crazy, not crazy, safe or not safe. I want to know what your goal is. Leave your comments down below. Thank you for tuning in, and we see you later.